Hi everybody. Okay, looks like everybody's gonna be coming on. We have got a great show. Hello. This is all about my at-home anti-aging skincare gadgets. So we have a great show coming up. Hi everybody. Hello. So good to see everybody. Hi. Okay, I want to tell you a funny thing first, because I was 5 minutes late getting on here because I have this skincare protocol that I'm going to be sharing with everybody. So exactly what device to do, when, what's the after treatment, all of that. And I wish I would have been on the live because it was hysterical. Right as I was about to push live, my entire mushroom coffee fell onto the protocol, all over my countertop. I ran to go grab a towel, tripped and fell. I think I twisted my ankle. And so we're back. And I printed out a new one of these. So we are good to go. Good morning, everybody. Oreo Cows 8. I was waiting for you to come on. You won the Prime Lash Mascara. So DM me your address. I'll get that in the mail. Hello, everybody. Hi, Chris. Wow, it's so good to see everybody. Okay, I'm going to get busy here because we've got a lot to go over. But I did want to say this is what is up for grabs this week. Oh my gosh, I should go and let me go grab a product to give away this week. While you guys are coming on, hold on 1 second. I'm going to turn on this light and I'm going to go grab a product that we're gonna do for the giveaway. 1 sec. Hold on. Okay, hope you were thoroughly entertained by the red light therapy. I'll turn this off for now. Okay, here's what's up for grabs this week. We've got the Black Truffle Gold Under Eye Patches, as well as the Cholera Extract Collagen Under Eye Mask. So these two are up for this week. The winner from last week, I already announced. I'm gonna send this to you in the mail. So this is what's up for this week. And how to enter is that you simply use that Oreo Cows 8. I'm not sure what the handle means, but I want to hear about the mushroom coffee drink. Okay, my husband is refilling it for me. For those of you who are just joining, I had a coffee mishap right before I was about to go live and spilled my coffee all over everything. So I've since printed out a new form and we are good to go. This is what's up for grabs this week. Make sure that you invite your 3 people using that little send button. So if you press on that send button right now and invite 3 people, it won't take you off the site. It just literally, you press on the things. So here comes my new mushroom coffee. Thank you, love. Thank you. Wow, that was quite comical. So this is my mushroom coffee that I drink every morning. It's what I drink, not morning, but usually it's like afternoon. It's what I break my fast with. So I've gone 16 hours of a fast, and then I will have some mushroom coffee to break that fast. And it's got lion's mane and reishi and a bunch of different stuff in there that's great for your brain. So remember, the whole healthy aging concept is not just what we're doing to our skin. Our skin is our largest organ. And so that's why not only is our skin our largest organ, so we should treat it accordingly. I'm just going to adjust you guys a little bit. But also, it's what helps us socially and psychologically to get out there in the world. Because anybody who knows, if you've had a bad hair day, or you're feeling like, wow, I just don't want to put on that bikini right now, it changes what you do with the day. And that's why I focus on skincare. So we're going to go over this whole entire protocol, which I made last night. Now, what I do with my skin is kind of intuitive to me. And this is the first time I've actually made this protocol because a lot of people were asking for it. So after this live, if you DM me protocol, I'll send this to you in your direct message, and you can print this out. So this is everything that I do Sunday through Saturday. So we're going to start with Sunday, because Sunday is every day every Sunday I microneedle some body part. Okay, so this Sunday I was planning on doing knees. I'm on that Sunday where it would be knees. But I've got a wedding to go to in Cabo next week. And when you microneedle a body part like your abdomen or your knees or anything like that, self-tanners do not go on right. So you have to let that whole section kind of heal. So I'm just pushing that back a little bit. But when you DM me the word protocol, I'll send this to you and you'll see that on Sunday I have microneedling face on one Sunday. The next week is microneedling abdomen. The next week is microneedling neck and chest. Next week is microneedling knees. Now that's how I microneedle so that when I come back around the next month, my face has had a full month of rest. Okay, so what I use, let's just go over the concept first of microneedling. My God, my ankle is hurting. I think I twisted my ankle a little bit while I was running for a towel to clean up the coffee. Okay, so let's go over the concept of microneedling. You guys have probably seen me use this device several times on social media. This is the Dr. Pen M8. You can either text me microneedling and I'll send you this link, or you go in my linked tree when we're all done and you go to my Amazon storefront. So click on that link in my bio, go to the Amazon storefront. This is in the Amazon storefront. I have since changed my affiliate marketing with the original company because they never paid me and they owe me a lot of money. And so now I'm selling it on Amazon just to make, oh my God, I have the best husband in the world. He just threw me an ice pack for my ankle. Okay, that's really nice. Yeah, my ankle, I think I kind of sprained it. That's not good. It's a little bit throbbing right now, but that's okay. It's just a light sprain, I'm sure, and I will figure it out later. So we're going over microneedling. Now, the reason why I love the Dr. Pen M8 is because with every time that you use this, you get a sterile cartridge. So a sterile cartridge is super important because when you're using things like the rollers, there's a couple of things that I don't like about the rollers, but then if you are going to use a roller, I'm going to tell you which one to use. This is not it. But if you use a roller, you have to wash this off and then you have to take an alcohol spray, 99%, and spray it off with alcohol because this has been in your skin and is going to cause like some sort of infection, right? If you don't clean this right. So you have to be diligent on how you clean these devices, which is why I like the Dr. Pen, because you open up the cartridge, stick on a new cartridge, and you have sterile needles the whole time. I'm going to quickly, just for sake of replay, I'm going to go over what my protocol is when I microneedle. So I microneedle each body part every 4 to 6 weeks. My schedule on my protocol will show you that there's a different body part every week when I microneedle. It'll also show you the post care and what skincare, how your skincare changes the next day, because you don't want to create all these perforations. It's ablative, so you're literally causing these holes in your skin. I'll show you. Let me see if I can get a good picture of this. Let me wind it all the way up. Let's see if you can see that. That's going into your skin. I wonder if I had maybe. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So that's going into your skin. So what you need to make sure that you're not doing your same anti-aging skincare right over the top of this, right? You're going to end up just thrashing your skin. So on my protocol, let's say, for example, I was doing my face today. Post-treatment, during treatment, I'm going to use a hyaluronic acid to create that slip so that the device glides just nicely over my skin. When I'm done, well, let me just go over the levels first. So people ask me all the time, how many pins are you using? And what is the depth? So let me just go over that really quickly. I like a 16 pin cartridge. This is the cartridge. You can buy them separately. I like a 16 pin cartridge because you can use it for everything. And it's not necessarily the more needles, the better. Oftentimes, the more needles, the less deep you're gonna get. And I like to use that analogy of a person laying on a bed of nails. If a person laying on a bed of nails, the nails were so tightly together, like in a 32 pin, let's say for example, you have double the amount of pins. Think about a person laying on a bed of nails, and they don't get hurt. It doesn't puncture the skin because it's creating like almost like a flat surface with a little bit of needles, but just kind of a flat surface. When you spread those needles out, right, in a 16 pin, then all of a sudden you have somebody lay down on a bed of nails and there's only 16 pins there. Those nails are going to go right through them. You have them lay down on a bed of nails and it's double those nails. It's going to be a lot less trauma. And sometimes you get enough nails, you're just going to sit right on top and it might just do a little poking on the resurface, which is great if you want your product to like, you know, soak in a little bit more. Not great if you're wanting to make micro traumas, which stimulate collagen and elastin. And that's the goal of microneedling. The goal of microneedling is not to push product into your skin, that you have a much higher chance of getting infections and having your skin barrier destroyed, and it'll take months or, you know, weeks. It takes me a long time when I destroy my skin barrier to recoup. So that's the concept, is you want to use something like a hyaluronic acid to create that slip. And then afterwards, just leave the hyaluronic acid on, let it sit there. You can mist with some mineral water. So if this starts getting tacky as you're slipping it, you don't have to just keep piling. In between, you can use this mineral water. So when you're done with your treatment, leave the hyaluronic acid on as long as you can. Leave the little blood dots on as long as you can. You can spritz it when it starts getting a little bit dried. But then that evening, you're just going to use the mineral water, the hyaluronic acid, and maybe a moisturizer before you go to sleep. It's also going to change what you do in the morning in terms of your skincare. So you don't want to like microneedle at home at night, and then, or like let's say you microneedle on a Sunday, and then on Monday morning you're putting a vitamin C serum on your skin that's going to burn it. You don't want to do that. So what you use Monday morning changes based on what you've done to your skin on Sunday. Right? So that's all in here. But in terms of like, that goes over the number of needles. So that's why if you're going to get this device, I suggest, first of all, that when you get the refills of these, you use a 16 pin needle. You get a hyaluronic acid. I like this one just because it's cheap, it's effective, does what it's supposed to do. I like that. And so that's what this is going to be about. Now, when we talk about dialing it up to the depth, when you go into an in-office treatment, they're going to do a much higher depth on this than I would do at home. Somebody said, I had no idea. This is interesting. I'm learning so much. Oh, hold on to your hat, Oreo Cows 8, because we're just getting started. I'm going to go over everything. We're going to talk radiofrequency. We're going to talk red light therapy. We're going to talk, like lymphatic drainage. I've got a lot of stuff on here, but every single day there is a treatment with a beauty device. And that's what today's show is about. And that's what you're going to get at the end of this. So yeah, you can be in the drawing to get this. This is gold right here, because I've been doing this shit for a long time. And I think part of what my job is as a healthy aging coach is to cut through all the marketing and make sure you're getting stuff that's working. Yes, you can use it on the scalp to promote hair growth and density. Absolutely. You know what else you can also use? Red light therapy. We'll get to that. But there's a lot of different, sometimes the best treatments for a particular body part are multiple types of treatments. Hi, Jenny. Jenny Carl Makeup. If you guys don't follow her, you should, because she has been in this industry as a professional makeup artist for stars, for commercials, for movies, forever. So she's the one that, if you look at my old YouTube videos, Jenny's done my makeup there. This was on my own today, based on my last live that I did with All Grown Up. Yes. All Grown Up. and Jennifer Polt Robinson. And so she kind of helped me tweak my makeup a little bit. So that's what you're looking at now. But I still I don't even have this foundation on. I still have a tinted sunscreen. I don't know. I just can't wear foundation. It doesn't work for me. Okay, so back to this device. There's two different things that happen. When you press the button, you can go up to a speed of 6. So you've got the speed that's going to be different, and you've got the depth of the nails that's going to be different. I don't really like to go over a speed of like 3. I don't see the point of it, especially since I like to keep the device moving on my skin. If I were doing stamping, which I sometimes will do on my occipital bone on my eyelid, never on your eyeball, but on the occipital bone of my eyelid, and if you trace your occipital bone, you can get close to your eye and still be on that bone. And when I'm out here, sometimes because I am using a stamp instead of a glide for some of those treatments, I will kick it up past a thing of 3, past a speed of 3. But for the most part, I like to stay in the 1 to 3. The speed is not really helping so much when you're going over your skin, because I think you have to warm the skin up. I go multiple passes, and in doing that, I like to keep the speed between 1 and 3. Now, the depth changes based on the body part that you are treating. So for example, on this, and by the way, everybody will get this. I was going to save this protocol and give it for people who joined the subscription, because I just now, today, launched the subscription, which gives me an opportunity to coach you guys one-on-one and answer every single question, but in a public group. So you guys can learn off of each other. And what I've learned, in 55 years on this planet is that you're never alone. And if you've got a question, somebody else is also seeking that answer. So I thought of a way to, in a quest to balance my work and home life and walk the talk of, being able to meditate and take that time and step away from the phone. I've gotten to the point where I can't answer every DM. And so in this forum, in the subscription, which I'm calling the Live Young Instagram Club, in that forum, you'll get exclusive content, but you'll also get all your questions answered. So I might do a live where I'm just like on a random day, I'm going to microneedle in my whole face, because that Sunday I have talked about something else in a live, but I still want to get my treatments in. So you're going to get exclusive content, but you'll also get all your questions answered. So it's one-on-one coaching that's more affordable, that's also public for the people that belong to that club. So nobody has joined yet because I just now launched it. So there's one video in there, which is the welcome video. But anyways, so back to this, it really depends on how thick your skin is in that area. So for the forehead, I'm only doing a 0.25. So I push this up, I roll this up, I dial it. Oh my God, I dial this. Sometimes words just can't, they just are blocked. They don't come to my head. So if this will go all the way up to a 2.5 millimeter, this is in office depth. Okay. Now things like the Secret RF or Morpheus 8, those could go up to 3 millimeter. I think that's their depth. I don't do a 2.5 millimeter at home unless I'm really I want to do my knees, and I know I'm not going to be showing my knees for a good 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 weeks, let's say. But just when we're talking about our face, I'll do a 0.25 millimeter on my forehead because there's no fat behind here. Your skin is thinner. I'll do a 0.25 between a 0 and a 0.25. So what is that? Like 0.13, 0.125. I'll do that on my occipital bone and underneath the eye. You can get right here. So that's the depth that I'll do there. But then when I'm doing like my cheek or my jowl area, this skin is much thicker and you have the fat behind there, and the muscle behind there, the thicker muscle behind there, because we need that to chew and to talk, I will go up to a 1.0, sometimes a 1.5 with this device. So it depends on your pain tolerance. Are you using a numbing cream? Which on my Amazon store, I do have a numbing cream on there, as well as the silicone mask. So if you are somebody who does not handle pain well, you would put on the numbing cream, you'd put a silicone mask over it. Gosh, I wish I would have brought my silicone mask out here. It's in the bathroom and my ankle is kind of throbbing, so I don't think I can go get that. But you put on the numbing cream, put the silicone mask on, wait for at least 45 minutes to an hour, and then you'll be able to tolerate the pain a lot more. What I have found in using this device, if I numb my face, I will tear it to shreds. I will go deeper, I will go multiple passes. My downtime is a lot more. So I personally don't use a numbing cream because I want to feel where where I'm getting the treatment. In addition, the numbing creams will blanch your skin and make your skin a little bit white. I don't know if any of you guys have had in-office treatments where they blanch, you have the numbing cream and they take the saran wrap off and your skin is like a white, it's like blanched. It's more difficult for me to see what my actual treatment has been, because when I do multiple passes with this device, I'll look for the redness and I'll look for any breaking in the skin, and I'll do the places that have not been treated as deeply. So that's how I do multiple passes with this machine. So that's the basic concept of it. In terms of the protocol for this machine, this is a Dr. Pen M8. You want to get the 16 pen replacement cartridge. This is just my suggestion. You want to do your body parts no more than once every 4 weeks. Now, when I do a schedule like this, I've got face, I have, what did I have? Sorry. I have face, I have abdomen, I've got neck and chest, and then I've got my knees. Now, if for some reason I can't do them on one of those days, it just gets pushed down. So that's why I'm saying you can make a schedule once every 4 weeks, but if something comes up, you know that at least, okay, this is the order in which to do them. And then I'll throw in my hands, I'll throw in the back of my arms when I have time, like the elbow area. Any place where you find crepey skin, this is the tool you want to use. I managed to burn my forehead, and now I have a big mark on my forehead. I used the on-key list, but oh my God, I don't think I'll ever have a clear, beautiful forehead again. It looks burnt. Why don't you DM me and let me know what you did? I know that we have talked before and you did microneedling. Did you do any products after that? Did you use anything like that? But I would also suggest something like a red light therapy mask. If you're not somebody that has massive hyperpigmentation all the time, so you kind of need to be a little bit careful. Yes, I would treat my hands and my neck the same, because there's not a lot of fat in our hands, right? Although I have had fat transfer and I have done filler in my hands like every 3 years or so. So for 55, I'm not extremely bony as I should be, but still, there's not a lot of fat in here. So you do want to do your hands extremely light. So a 0.25, I would say a 0 to a 0.25. So, 0.125. And you would stamp on your knuckles. So stamp here. You don't want to try to slide it because there's too much skin, that can get tripped up and you will end up bleeding on your hands. So you want to slightly bend your fingers and you want to stamp the whole thing. Okay. So Gemma, please DM me and let's get to the bottom of this. Okay. This is, Gemma, you bring up a really good point. When you're doing any of these kind of at-home devices, spot treat. Okay. I know we get all excited and we wanted to do them all over our face and we want to just jump in. You need to spot treat stuff to make sure that you're not going to have a bad reaction to it. So Gemma, I need to figure out what you did before and after. Were you on any sort of medications? Like what was going on? There's a lot that goes on into it. Okay, for those of you guys just joining, make sure you invite your 3 people. You'll be in the drawing for these 2 different under eye masks. So one has seaweed and plant extracts, one is gold and caviar and truffle, but there's a bunch of them in here. So it's a big giveaway. Invite your 3 people. When I post it to my site, make sure you tag your 3 people. And if anybody wants to join the Live Young Club, there's going to be a lot of great extensive content in there and one-on-one kind of coaching in that public forum. Today, when you just DM me the word consult, I'm going to send you everything that we're talking about today. Okay, so the post care for the Dr. Pen for microneedling is you're just using a hyaluronic acid, you're spritzing it with mineral water, you're letting all the blood and all of that. The goal is not to bleed, but you might. Okay, so I'm not going to say you won't bleed. Sometimes will have little tiny pricks of blood in various spots. Leave it, because all of that is healing. Just leave it. Spritz it with a little bit of mineral water. Put a little hyaluronic acid on it. Wait and just let it be. Stay out of the sun. Don't put any chemicals. Don't do anything like that. Then you have a chance of really burning. It's only in places like you guys might have seen me do microneedling on my abdomen in a social media post and where I put in some tretinoin. That's because I've done it for a long time, like a long time. I know what I'm doing with that. I would not suggest that. Hi, Dimple Queen. I would not suggest that for people just starting out. You want to just stick with a hyaluronic acid, a mineral spray. Let it sit, and then at night you could use a moisturizer over the top of it. Maybe rinse and do a moisturizer over the top of it. It's all in the protocol. I know. It took me all day yesterday to do this. So I hope that you guys DM me protocol because you'll get it. You'll see what we're talking about. Okay, so that's the microneedling. There's also these rollers, and if you're going to get a roller, I have to say, I have this Jen Amber body roller. Some people get extremely afraid to use a device like this. I don't blame you. There's like needles that are going into your skin. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to. If you are one of those people that are going to be, hi Dimple Queen. If you're one of those people that are going to be like, I'm never going to use this. I know myself. I'm afraid of needles in the first place. I'm not going to use it. You might want to use a roller. And not all rollers are created equally. I do have a body roller. This is by Jen Amber. I have a body roller. I couldn't find it this morning. So it's not here. It's been like one of those mornings, spilt coffee, twisted ankle, and I can't find my body roller. But there are times when if I'm traveling or if I just I want a quick treatment on the back of my arms, I will just make sure it's sterilized. I will just roll in that area and get a little bit of a microneedling treatment. So rollers aren't all bad, but those needles have the rollers have thin needles. The Jen Amber one does. And the reason why I like hers, let me see if I can do this again. The reason why I like hers is you see the spindle that goes around on a lot of the microneedling devices, those will be all attached to a wheel. And when you do that, when you roll it across your skin, the tears that are happening are in a triangular shape. When you do a Dr. Pen, the tears that are happening are straight down. Very clean perforations with this. When you're using a roller, you're getting a triangular perforation, which is more damage. It's more time to heal. You have a bigger chances of it damaging you. So the Jen Amber one is one that, and she makes a body roller, that each needle is individual. So when you roll this across like a piece of fruit or something, you can see, or a piece of paper, you can see that the perforations are a lot more like this than many of the other body rollers or rollers on the market. Again, still, nothing can beat this. Nothing can beat this. But if you're not going to use this, you've got 2 choices. You can either, thank you, babe. Oh my God. I have the best husband ever. He just brought me Advil and another ice pack. I lost my train of thought, just swooning over him. Sorry. Okay. So with these kind of things, if you're afraid to use it, you've got 2 choices. You can either get the body roller, Jen Amber body roller, which is on my Amazon storefront. And then you can either book a one-on-one session with me and we will microneedle side by side. I do this, in fact, I just did this last week with a client. I sent her a Zoom link. She booked a session. I sent her a Zoom link. We did our whole faces together. So I knew exactly what she was feeling. I knew exactly what to tell her this was. And then afterwards, I emailed her what her protocol was, what each body part, what each facial part was, and the depth and the speed that we used, as well as what her post-care was. So that's always an option, you guys. And it's like going to a gym for the first time is overwhelming. You look at all the equipment, you're like, I don't know what to do. You hire a trainer even for one time, and all of a sudden you're way more at ease. So it's not like you'll have to do this forever, but if you hire me for one time, you'll get in that mode of I can definitely use that. So that's microneedling. And the concept again is that we're creating these micro traumas. And when you create micro traumas in your skin, you're calling on your own body to help renewal, to stimulate collagen, to stimulate elastin, right? And so you need to do this consistently. Now you could go to an office, which is going to be $500 to $800 and do even more if you combined it with radiofrequency. But if you do things at home consistently, you will have even better results. Okay, moving on to Tuesday, red light therapy. So red light therapy there's so much research on red light therapy devices, and not all red light therapy devices are created equally, though. I want to be very clear about that. You cannot shine red light on something and call it red light therapy because it's not in the therapeutic wavelength. I did a full video on YouTube with all of my red light therapy devices to let you know how do you choose a red light therapy device. My job here is not to sell you this particular device. If you have a red light therapy device at home, I want you to go and look at the ease of using it. So is it comfortable to use? How often are you using it? Because comfort is a priority. If something is uncomfortable or it's painful or it's just a pain in the ass to get out of the drawer and use, you're not going to use it. I love this Omnilux facial contour mask because it's silicone. It's got the right wavelength, which is between 630 and 880 red and near infrared. So if you're buying a $20 device off of Amazon and it's like 620 or it could say 600 to 630, chances are it's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Do you clean the mask after using it? I don't clean it every time after using it because I wake up. So this is my red light therapy mask really is whenever I can think of it, but it's always on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, I know at least I'm getting it 3 days a week. So when I wake up, I look at my little thing. I know that, okay, I just microneedled on Sunday. See, there's a method to this madness, folks. There really is. You microneedle on Sunday. What do you want to do on Monday? You want to do a red light therapy that's going to speed up the healing. Yes, you want to take your collagen. And I am taking the best collagen on the planet. So if you're interested in that collagen supplement, please DM me the word collagen. I'll send you that link. I've since switched over to Life instead of the Skin because the Life has added resveratrol to it, which is in red wine and in the skin of grapes. So, when you're doing treatments like this, I try to think of it as the concept of you go to the gym, you bust your ass lifting weights, and then your trainer will say, go and eat some protein within an hour, go and eat something within an hour. Well, it's the same thing with collagen. If you are going to do something ablative where your body needs to heal itself, you want all the component parts to make the collagen. So if you're interested in that collagen, DM me. But let's get back to the red light therapy. So red light therapy does everything from fine lines and wrinkles. It evens out your skin tone. It helps with rosacea. It stimulates collagen and elastin. There's so much scientific research on this. but don't waste your money on $20 products that are not in that therapeutic wavelength, right? So it does everything. Let me just tell you how it works first. It literally goes through your skin and energizes your ATP. So on a cellular level, you're improving your skin, increasing circulation. So not just for beauty, decreasing inflammation, increasing circulation. When you use like a red light panel like this, oh my God, I'm gonna have to like limp over here. Oh, I can't believe I did that. When you use a red light panel therapy like this, you're doing everything from helping with muscle recovery, increasing mood, decreasing depression, increasing circulation, decreasing inflammation, growing hair, helping skin. I mean, it's really quite incredible science behind it. So it doesn't mean that you need to throw away whatever red light therapy mask you have at home. There's a lot of them that fit the description. This one's by Current Body. I was just sent this one. Ooh, let me see if I have. They also have like the neck. This is Current Body. So this is a Current Body device. So every, is it Tuesday? I got to look at because I'm following it right after the microneedling. So every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I'm doing the masks. So I have these on the side of my bed. When I wake up in the morning, I'm putting the face mask on, the neck mask on, décolletage, and then I have the OmniLux hand device, which, you know, Joan Rivers has that saying. She said, you can hide a lot of things, but the hands always give it away. So I like doing this like as I'm watching TV downstairs. So this is usually downstairs. But there's a lot of different devices on the market. So you want to look for certain things. And here's my take on red light therapy. It has to, first and foremost, it has to be therapeutic. It has to be in that therapeutic wavelength. So we're looking at 630 for the red, 630 to 680 nanometers of red. That's therapeutic. That's going to get to your collagen level. 800 to 880 nanometers of near infrared. So when you're looking for a device, you're looking for around 630 to 880. Okay, so we have near infrared and red. You also want to look at how many lights does it have when you're comparing devices. That's why I love this OmniLux, because it has a lot of lights. And you want to look at comfort and how close to the skin does it get. So if you're using a mask, a stiff mask that's out here, it's not in contact with the skin. You're not going to get as deep of a treatment. So this is right up to the skin. It's comfortable to wear. It's portable. That's why I like this one. Okay, no, you do not need to put any skincare on. Actually, no skincare before is actually better. So you just want to, that's why I wake up for the 10 minutes. I wake up, I'll do a morning, I'll actually put on like a morning meditation. I'll put on my red light device, my mask, my décolletage. And if one is out of a battery, I grab the other one. So, I'm not promoting one over the other. This is still a really great device. I haven't used this as often because they just sent this to me. But I've been using this one for years. You don't need any skincare. In fact, if you use skincare before, you're going to have to wash your mask off a lot. Somebody asked, do you put anything over your eyes with the mask? I don't. I keep my eyes closed. But the company does say you can go about your business. So I will walk through the house. I will, because it's not shining directly into your eyeballs. I will walk through the house. I will do all of that stuff, because it's portable and I can put the device in my pocket. So that's that. So that's also helping with our Monday microneedling. Okay, if you're not doing your face on your on your Sunday microneedling, then you do use your regular skincare. So you're using your vitamin C serum and your sunscreen and your moisturizer, and at night you're using a retinoid and you're using a moisturizer and maybe a niacinamide if you're having discoloration. So make sure, you guys, if you missed those other lives that I did on my ultimate skincare routine, make sure that you give me, tell me, or make sure you go back and look at those. You can also just DM me the word skincare and I'll give you the printout version of my ultimate skincare routine as well. So trying to make this super easy for you guys. Okay, so that was Monday and Tuesday. So Monday is the mask, Tuesday is the full body panel. Because again, I'm now on day 2 of microneedling. So this is gonna help me heal. The masks are gonna help me heal. And so that I've kind of timed it based on the microneedling. We've done something ablative, so we want to make sure that we're healing. You're taking your collagen, you're doing your red light, you're going to heal so much quicker. Okay, so now we're on to radiofrequency on Wednesday. This is the Lumo. It's kind of dirty, I need to clean it off. But this is the Lumo by Even Skin. This is my favorite radiofrequency device. There are many on the market, but I'm gonna tell you what you want to look for, okay? Because there are so much bogus devices that are a waste of money that people are ordering because it says LED. Somebody said, I'm sorry, I am Skin Co Girl. I just read that, love LED. I meant radio frequency. So people are buying a lot of devices and LED as well that are not in the therapeutic wavelength. So you got to make sure that you're in that therapeutic wavelength. But there's a lot of radio frequency devices on the market that are total waste of time, a total waste of time. So when you're talking about radio frequency, you want to make sure that when you're looking at devices to buy, you want to make sure that you're looking for a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. So this heats up the dermis, passes through the epidermis, which is the top layer, heats up the dermis to 40 degrees Celsius, and that's where the magic happens. That's at the level that it stimulates collagen. So it restructures it and then forms it again, and that's why you want to make sure that you're drinking your collagen so you have all of those precursors to be able to make the collagen once you're disrupting it, right? So think of it like, what do you do after the gym? You normally want to eat, you want to build the muscle back. When you're doing things like disrupting collagen, you want to make sure that you have a collagen supplement so you have all those things in your diet. Somebody says, can I use the red light mask on my scalp? 100%, 100%. So people ask me all the time, if you could only pick one device, what would it be? It's red light therapy. Red light therapy is the bomb because it helps not only internally with health because it's hitting the cells at the ATP and making them produce more energy. So a cellular level, there's changes happening, but it's also the most comfortable thing and less time. This is 10 minutes to be able to achieve really great results. You're not having to put goop on. With things like this, with the radio frequency, you're having to use a conductive gel. This was for the new face, but you're using a conductive gel with the radio frequency. So did I miss? No, I didn't. Yeah, microcurrents on Friday. So with the radio frequency, you want it to heat to 40 degrees Celsius, and that's where it's tightening the collagen. And you don't want it to go over 42. So that's why with these type of devices, you can't just leave it on the skin. You need to add a conductive gel. You can also use the hyaluronic acid because this is non-oily. So any water-based gel, aloe vera gel, anything like that is conductive. So both for radio frequency devices as well as microcurrent devices, you want to use a conductive gel. They always send you one, right, with the product, but I don't like to go and redo all of, just keep buying the product. You can get an ultrasound gel off of Amazon for like $10. I think this is $20, and I like this because it's also a humectant, so it attracts water to your skin, so I like that. But with these kind of devices, you want to keep them moving. So you don't want to feel the heat. Just know it's passing through, it's getting to that level of where the collagen is, and it's heating that area to 40 degrees Celsius while not going over 42 degrees Celsius. You go over 42 degrees Celsius, you could potentially get very burned. You could also lose fat with radio frequency. So if you go to with these kind of devices that are at home, it's kind of hard to lose fat because they're not as powerful. Although I have to say, I protect my fat pads with everything because we lose fat when we age. So even on a device like this, I do not go straight over my cheeks. This fat is our friend. I'll do everything else. I'll even go under the eye, but I won't go right on my fat pad here. You can do your whole neck and your décolletage. Stay away from your thyroid. And this has several different modes. So the first mode is radiofrequency. So you'll see that this would start heating up. I'm not going to do the treatment now, but it also has different modes like ion. So it helps for your products to soak into your skin. So it's ion uptake. It also has an ENI photon mode and an EMS mode. The EMS mode is electric muscle stimulation. This one is like, literally, it's like this. I can only do this on a level of 2, the EMS mode. So it's muscle stimulation along with radio frequency, but you really need to make sure that you keep this device moving, right? Because it is still a very powerful device, and there's many powerful RF devices that you can now use at home. You need to make sure you're not getting ripped off. So you're looking for that 40 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. That's the key, right? Same with the red light therapy. To not get ripped off, you need to make sure you're in that therapeutic range, which is 630 to 880 near red and near infrared, right? So that's how you look for devices. I'm not here to sell you a specific device, although I will give you links if I can save you money. It's about learning about the concept. And so far in our protocol, I want to make sure I keep moving, but so far in our protocol, we have gone over the microneedling, right? So this is every Sunday I pick a different body part with this microneedling device. And usually my face is probably by the time something comes up, I want to say every 6 weeks, I'm doing a full face. Every 6 weeks at least, full neck and décolletage. Every 6 weeks, full abdomen, because I grew 3 human beings in my stomach. So, at the age of 55, I've got a little bit of that crepey skin. You want to build up skin. You want to thicken skin to make it not crepey. There's 2 ways to do that: microneedling and retinoids. So use a retinoid to thicken the skin, use a microneedling to thicken the skin. You've seen people, or maybe your parents, get that really thin skin where they're constantly bleeding and nicking themselves. That's a loss of collagen and elastin. Their skin has not been built up. Can you microneedle your arms? You bet your ass you can. Absolutely. And you should. And then on the days that you're not, you want to use a retinoid. We need to take care of our skin as well. Our skin doesn't stop here, and it doesn't stop here. It's all over. So if you want to be able to wear tank tops when you're in your 50s and 60s and 70s and beyond and feel confident, now everybody can wear a tank top. That's not, that's not a requirement for age. But if crepey skin is bothering you, this is a solution. It's this and retinoids, right? You can also do acid peels that will help with to thicken up the skin. But that's why older people have that crepey skin that bleeds a lot. You don't even know you're bleeding. You just nick it. You want to thicken up the skin with this. Okay, so that's every Sunday is microneedling. Every Monday is red light therapy masks. Every Tuesday is my full panel, because again, I'm recovering from my microneedling. Every Wednesday is radio frequency. This is my favorite, although there are some more on the market. Just make sure that you're staying within that heat range of 40 degrees Celsius, no more than 42 degrees Celsius for this one. And then on Thursday again, I'm back to my red light therapy masks, 10 minutes. And again, it's my full thing, and I'll do the hands at night. Now, when you're doing that, on my Thursdays is when I do a chemical peel. So after you've done this, you don't need any products before, but afterwards, because I do that in the morning, I do my normal vitamin C serum plus sunscreen. That's my normal thing. But at night on Thursdays, I do a chemical peel. So every Thursday, I'm doing a chemical peel. Somebody said, do you have these products on your site? I definitely want to start your routine on 57 times to take care of me now. There's never a wrong time to take care of yourself. 57, 67, 37, 27. This protocol is for anybody over the age of, I would say, 25, because that's when we start reducing our collagen. right? I have a 28-year-old and a almost 3-year-old, and the little one doesn't microneedle, but the older one, the 28-year-old, red light therapy, microneedling. She's asking for this device, but I don't have another one. But that, and retinoids, that's when you start. What time is suitable to do these treatments, mornings or night? Whenever you will do them. I am a skincare girl, right? Consistency is key. This is what works for me, but I didn't put at the top when I'm doing the treatment, I didn't put AM or PM, because some people can't wake up and microneedle in the morning. Or some people can't wake up and they're late for work and they can't do the 10 minutes. Fine, before you go to bed, before you put on your skincare, stick this on. And you can even stick this on over your skincare. Just know you're gonna have to take a damp cloth and wipe this down. So that's why I like to do this in the morning. That's just my preference. I hope that answered the question. Okay, so that was Radiofrequency on Wednesdays. Thursdays is back again with the red light therapy mask. And then at night, I do the chemical peel. So now I've just woken up after peeling my skin, after doing a chemical peel. I don't go to sleep with my retinoids at night because I've just done a little bit more of a peel. And if you missed that live on chemical peels, which chemical peel is right for you, make sure you check that out, because chemical peels are skin changing. I wanted to say life changing, but I think they're connected. Okay, so that was my chemical peel at night. After my regular morning stuff, at night was the chemical peel. On Fridays, I do microcurrent, okay? I am not gonna tell you that you should throw away your new face and you should buy the MyoLift Mini, but I did a side-by-side on them. I know that this device works better, but it's also not the easiest to use in terms of time. And in terms of coordination, I would say this: you get very used to this, and it doesn't take me any time at all to get a full treatment of this microcurrent. The reason why I like this one is because it's a 2-probe system. So when you look at something like a new face, it's a 2-lobe system, which requires also a conductive gel with microcurrent. The new face requires a press and hold technique, right? So you're pushing up on the skin and you're holding. It's a press and hold technique. Really hard to get the 11s with a press and hold technique, right? It works great for the jowls, works great for defining around your jawline, works great for lifting the brows, works even great for decreasing like the crepiness of the eyelid. And there are this is the Trinity, so you can pop this off and put on the little 2 spike things to get closer to the eyes. I have just found with this device, ooh, I've got a probe that's coming off. I have found with this device, the MyoLift Mini, that because there's 2 modes and 2 probes, you can really, let's just go like this, you can really get a pinch and hold technique that goes beyond a 2-lobe system. MyoLift also makes this one. This is a MyoLift QT that works with an app, and it also has got the face mask and all of that stuff. When I travel, sometimes I'll either take this MyoLift QT or I'll take the new face, depending on which one's charged. But for my normal Friday microcurrent, I'm using this device. And the reason why I love it, again, is because it's a 2-probe system. So you really can get a nice, this is you can even see just by me physically doing this, it's much better than a 2-lobe system, right? You have more control with this. And in addition, there's an erase mode. There's an erase mode on this. So it can pull apart. So if you've got like the horizontal lines here, to use an erase mode to be able to pull them apart and stretch them is really, really great. The crow's feet, you can stretch out the crow's feet and you can stretch out the 11s. And so you've got a lot more capability with something on that has these 2 different probes than a 2-lobe system. Hope that helps. Again, you will need a conductive gel. They always will try to sell you this. You can get an ultrasound gel on Amazon for nothing, not nothing, but you know what I mean. big price difference. So you do need a conductive gel. You can also use a hyaluronic acid because it is water-based. So you need a water-based gel. Hi, Jean. Oh my gosh, Jean. You missed almost the whole show, Jean, but that's okay because I'm gonna post it and we're gonna recap. But if you want to be in the drawing for the face, for the under eye mask, hit that little button down there and share this with 3 people while we're on here. The winner last week was already announced. Okay, so we just got done with Microcurrent. I do want to say, if you think Microcurrent is only for your face, let me show you the new body. I use this sometimes on my stomach. Again, on the same day that I'm doing Microcurrent, I'll put this downstairs and I will use this whole thing on my abdomen. I'll use this whole thing on my abdomen. So you can use Microcurrent on crepey skin in other places as well. Okay, so that is my Thursdays. That was my Fridays. So when you ask me for the for the protocol, oh my God, I need some coffee. Excuse me. When you ask me for the protocol, you will see that on Friday when I do the Microcurrent, I'm doing my regular morning. No, I'm not. That's right. Because the day before we did the mask and I did the chemical peel on Thursday. Chemical peel at night before I go to bed, and I just let my skin breathe. I don't do anything else with it. Just let my skin breathe. And then the next morning on Friday, I'm doing the Microcurrent. I'm not gonna wake up and put a vitamin C serum on my skin after I just did a peel the night before, because that will sting. And so sometimes stinging is great, and sometimes that's not what I want to do. So I skip my vitamin C serum that morning, and I go straight to my sunscreen. That night, I'm back on the retinoids. I'm back on the big guns, the retinoid plus a little niacinamide, which those pair really well together to even out skin tone, and a moisturizer. So that's my Fridays, and then we go to Saturdays. I'm back on the Radiofrequency. I put Radiofrequency as twice a week. This is one that once your skin gets used to it and you start seeing results with the Radiofrequency, I would go down to once a week on this. But it is on my Friday as Radiofrequency. And then in the morning, I'm still doing the vitamin C serum and sunscreen. At night, I'm hitting it hard with the retinoids, a little niacinamide, and some moisturizer. That is a full week of all of these anti-aging devices. So Sundays are microneedling. We went over that. Mondays, red light therapy mask, because I'm healing from the microneedling, right? My skincare changes accordingly. You're not gonna do something ablative and microneedle your face on a Sunday and wake up the next morning and put vitamin C serum on it, right? Oh, what about dark circles? Okay, I did a whole Instagram live on younger looking eyes. There's every treatment that I came up with. There's stuff for puffy eyes, for fine lines and wrinkles, and dark circles. If you can't find it in my feed, just DM me dark circles and I'll make sure that you get that. Again, you guys, if you subscribe to the newsletter, which is in my linked tree, you automatically will get my ultimate skincare guide delivered to your inbox. And if you DM me protocol, I'm gonna send you this whole thing. Now, extra stuff that I have daily that I didn't add in here because it kind of got a little complicated, but extra stuff that I do daily every single day. God, did I bring it out? I probably brought it back after I spilled my coffee this morning. Dry brushing. So dry brushing every morning before a freezing cold shower. So I do those daily. And then at night I do like a 10-minute soak. So it's just changing the temperature of your skin. Sometimes in deprivation, when our skin needs to work hard and our bodies need to work hard, not only is it better for our metabolism and for autophagy and for all of that stuff, the cellular damage that gets rid of, but it's also great for our skin. So in the morning, I'll dry brush my whole skin, upward motion, lymphatically drains, helps to slough everything off. I'll dry brush my skin, jump in a 3-minute freezing cold shower. Are you working out too? When am I not working out? Yeah, every day. I mean, not every day, but I want to say 5 days a week. Yeah, working out is important for sure. Okay, maybe we can download your protocol today and have it in front of us for tomorrow's live. Ooh, am I doing a live tomorrow? Let me see. I normally just did a once a week live, which was on Sundays, and I switched it to Saturdays. And maybe I will do an Instagram live. You know what? I'll let you know. Let me figure out what I'm doing first, but maybe I will do an Instagram live on Radiofrequency, because this is what I normally would do tomorrow. Yeah, so maybe I'll do an Instagram live while I'm doing my whole treatment. That would be a good thing to do. So yes, tomorrow on Instagram Live, 11 a.m., Radiofrequency. Make sure, we're about to end here, so make sure that you invite your 3 people to be in the drawing for the mask, for the under eye mask. And remember, the system that I'm using to pick the winners these days is the more that you comment, the better. So when you tag your 3 people, I love Saturdays Learning so much. I'm so glad. You know, I'm trying. I'm getting away from all of the affiliate marketing stuff, and I'm really trying to ask for extra product, not only for me to test, to see if it becomes one of my, my protocol. It's taken years for products to get in here, right? But not only am I getting away from that kind of affiliate marketing, so I can bring you multiple types of devices, right? And you guys can choose based on the criteria of the technology that I'm telling you about. You can choose yourself. So I'm getting away from that kind of affiliate marketing. I'll get you links of discounts when I can, but I'm instead asking for products for me to test out that might eventually make it into my protocol, but extra products so I can give them away to you. Because if I love testing out this stuff, I'm sure there are other people that love testing out this stuff too. And who doesn't like free shit? Right? Okay, is that all? Oh, somebody just joined. Make sure you invite 3 people. How do you have the protocol? You DM me the word protocol. Now, there's 2 different ways you can do this. You can join the Instagram Live Young Club, the subscription. It's like $4.99. But let me tell you what you get for $4.99. You get me answering every question that I can't get to right now. And if you think that I can't get to all the questions right now, did I speak about above the knees? See, I'm missing a question. Yeah, I microneedle above my knees let's see what it is. It's every Sunday, but it's usually, I go in this order. I go in the order of microneedling in terms of microneedling: face, abdomen, neck and chest, knees. And the reason is because I don't like to do my face and my neck and chest one after the other, because I feel like I've just gotten one part looking great and then I'm going to thrash the next part. So I try to do a little bit of space between this, so I've got I can be presentable at this time. But I do knees definitely once a month, and you want to use retinoids on your knees as well, and you could even do microcurrent on your knees. So yes. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in that Live Young Club, if you join, it's like $4.99 a month. You can ask unlimited questions, and I will answer them either with a video or just in the chat. Everybody has access to the chat, and you'll get exclusive content as well. But if you want this protocol, you just simply text me, or not text me, DM me the word protocol, and I will send you that. What's the very first product I should start with? The red light mask. If you've got one product that you could buy, I would start with the red light mask. I would. It's the one that I've seen the quickest difference in my skin. Well, red light mask and the collagen product, those 2 are the quickest that I've seen make serious changes in my skin. This took my skin to a whole other level. You have to be consistent. Consistency is key. You have to do this. You have to be consistent with it. So I'm now on a schedule of at least 3 days a week, but there are many mornings when I wake up and I have an extra time before I start microneedling or before I start something else, and I'll stick this on for 10 minutes. This is a game changer. So if you have one product that you can buy, you want to buy the red light therapy mask. You can also get it in this whole body panel, but this is not cheap. So It just depends on what you're wanting to treat. Again, with devices like this, the full body panel, because it is anti-aging or healthy aging from the inside out and the outside in. So it's helping not only on an ATP mitochondrial level, but it's also addressing all the exterior stuff. I'll oftentimes do this outside of this protocol. So my protocol for that full body panel is every Tuesday. Yeah, that's all I'm doing is every Tuesday. But I guarantee you I'm doing this a lot more than every Tuesday. Sometimes at night when I'm like just brushing my teeth, I'll put this on and just keep getting ready and keep putting my skincare on. But my whole backside is just getting blasted with red light therapy. So this is what helps keep me accountable to not miss treatments, right? So at least I know I'm getting it all in. The only thing that I would do if you've been using the radio frequency for a while is go down to once a week on the radio frequency and add back in the full body panel every Saturday. So, okay, do you use prescription retinoid on the body parts or just over-the-counter retinoids? I do both. If I have a prescription retinoid, sometimes I'll squeeze like a little bit more than like a nickel size on the back of my hand, and I will mix it with whatever lotion I have been given or I have in my counter and mix it around and then use it on my full body. I also like Drunk Elephant in terms of like a glycolic lotion. I did a full Instagram live on body treatments, anti-aging body treatments. So make sure that you check that out. And I also did a full Instagram live on which chemical peel is right for you. So check that out as well. Chemical peels are not just for our faces, people. Just like microneedling is not just for your face. RF is not just for your face, right? Our skin goes everywhere and it's our largest organ. So if you think that your tummy skin is not going to affect your, what you do with your day, you'll notice it the next time you get in a bikini. If you're in a bikini, you're like, you know what? I don't like how my skin's crepey there. Solutions. There are solutions. Retinoids, microneedling, there are solutions, right? Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 where I'll do a full, it'll be my normal no makeup, hair in a ponytail. We're going to do some RF, but I'll also get a little bit more into the science behind RF and what you should look for in a device, right? Because if you're buying a $30 radio frequency device from China, I guarantee you it's not in that 40 degrees Celsius temperature that's going to get to the point where you're going to stimulate collagen and you could get hurt. So we can go over radio frequency tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow at 11.